Hi everyone and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide news update. Now as always, I like to keep you up to date with what's going on in the attractions industry. And over the past few weeks, plans have emerged for a brand new Waterpark Resort set to be built on a site in Derbyshire. Now this site is actually on a former quarry. It's the Crich quarry where they're hoping to build this Waterpark Resort. And it looks like it could be absolutely fantastic if it does go ahead. Now this is actually quite close to me here at Theme Park Worldwide HQ. As many of you know, I'm based in Staffordshire, really close to Alton Towers. This is about 35 minutes away in the car from where I am based. So if this does go ahead, I'll definitely be going down there to check out some of the construction taking place. But yes, let's have a look at an image, shall we, of what they're hoping to build, and I'm going to go into some more details about exactly what we could be seeing here. It's now known as the Amber Rock Resort, and like I say, this is going to be built, if all goes to plan, of course with the planning application, on the former Crich quarry that has been left now for quite a long time without anything being done to it. So I'm sure a lot of you will agree that it would be nice to see them actually transform this into something. Instead of just leaving it like it is, it would be nice to see them transform this into a new leisure attraction. Now, the area itself is already very touristy. You've got some brilliant attractions around there. Right next door, the Crich tramway village, which is brilliant. All these heritage trams and quite a lot of the old Blackpool ones go there when they're retired from Blackpool. It's a great place to go and I definitely recommend it. I'll actually do a video for Adventure Shaun this year on my other channel, so check that out. But yeah, along with that, you've got a theme park nearby, the Gulliver's theme park in Matlock Bath. Of course, Matlock Bath itself is gorgeous. They have firework displays, they have like light up boats on the water. It's beautiful. And then along with that, you've got the Heights of Abraham, a cable car attraction, and lots of natural sights around there. There's caverns, there's lots of different walks to enjoy. It's a beautiful area. So building a resort like this there would be fantastic, and of course for tourism for the local area would be absolutely brilliant. So yes, it's known as the Amber Rock Resort. We can assume that's going to be the name, what they're hoping for. They've got a website set up now under that name too, and there's not loads of information on there, but quite a lot was released to the press in the past couple of weeks, and that's what I'm going to share with you all now in this video. So yes, it's looking like, of course, the heart of this site is going to be a large water park, mostly indoors. However, it looks like there's going to be some outdoor sections as well. Now, of course, water parks, many of us enjoy them. They are brilliant attractions. I really like them too. And you know what? It'd be nice to see something like this, what can open all year round, open not too far away from where I'm based. You've got to think here in the UK, Centre Parks is very popular, and over, of course, in mainland Europe. But Centre Parks and these short breaks are very popular, and I feel like they're going to become even more popular over the next few years with staycations. So building something like this could be fantastic. Of course, it's not a Centre Park, it's nothing to do with them, but that style of resort, staying in cabins or accommodation. It looks like there's going to be a variety of accommodation on offer actually, which I'll talk about in just a moment. But yeah, just going back to the water park, we can see here in this wonderful concept image actually, that yeah, you know, what they want to do with this. It looks like there's going to be quite a big slide tower there with a few different slides. We know they want to put in like a swim up pool bar, big fan of that. Along with that, it looks like there might be some sort of raft ride, possibly a lazy river, definitely a couple of outdoor swimming pools there as well. So they'd be lush to enjoy, wouldn't they? Especially looking out over all of the rocks there and also the accommodation, and it looks like a bit of a boating lake there as well. So the overall look of it I think looks absolutely fantastic, doesn't it? Like when you look at it in these images, as much as there's only a few at the moment, I do really feel like, you know, it looks fantastic, and the water park itself looks like it could be a decent size too, which is brilliant. Let's talk about the accommodation, shall we, what they're hoping to put in here, because there's certainly going to be quite a lot of it. So let's have a look at this picture of the quarry. So there you can see it in its current state really. I mean, it's a little bit more overgrown, I think, since this photo, but it gives you a bit of an idea on the site itself. Now, it doesn't actually look that big there, but when you sort of zoom into it a bit more, you realise, and I've actually walked around the top of there before, when I've been to the tramway village a couple of years ago. They've got a monument up there on the hill, and I've walked all around that area, so I am quite familiar with it. But yeah, in terms of the accommodation, they're planning on having all sorts of different things on offer, including actually building onto the side of the rocks, which seems just really interesting. Like, look at this image from here. So yeah, it kind of looks like there's going to be, you know, like a hotel kind of built onto the side. Looks like there could be 116 bedrooms from the press release as part of that, along with 210 holiday apartments, which seems interesting because that's over 300 different rooms there already. Along with that, 148 straw bale lodges. 7 of those would actually float on the lake that's going to be part of this complex as well. So we're looking at a lot of accommodation there, aren't we? Like, for, you know, it shows how big the site actually is and how big the water park's got to be able to accommodate all them people, and of course get the capacity that they want to for this as well. So yeah, the setting looks great because of course you're going to have the lake, the water park, the accommodation, and I like how these apartments and hotel rooms are kind of built around the edge of all the rocks. That looks fantastic. Of course, a lot of the rocks are going to be left on show as well. There's actually plans to have a rock climbing sort of experience going up there, which would be cool, and also as well, as you can see in the image, a zip line. Yes, a zip wire all the way from across. It looks like there's going to be like some sort of steps or a lift or something going up, and then you'll be able to get a zip wire all the way across, kind of down to by the water park area, it seems, kind of the hub, if you like, of this whole resort. But along with that, we know there's going to be various other facilities, like a mini golf, adventure golf course going in, a bowling alley's planned as well, various different shops, restaurants, sports hall, and so much more. So this is basically going to be like a Centre Parks, but it's not a Centre Parks, and it's built in a quarry, basically, which I think will really add to it. So I really hope that this does go ahead. Now, in terms of where it's at in terms of the planning stages at the moment, all this has been released to the press over the past couple of weeks. A public consultation has now been launched into this resort, and the planning application they're hoping to put in by the end of April, so next month. Now, in terms of how long this should take to build, they're expecting it to be about 5 years until this would be open. So yeah, you've got to think possibly 2025, maybe a little bit later even for this to be open. However, who knows? It depends on how quick, you know, applications can go through, and looking at the environmental impact and all that kind of stuff takes time, doesn't it, these days with applications. So we'll have to see, but I see this as a real big positive. You know, you've got to think we really need tourism to be booming in this country, especially you know, after the pandemic. I feel like this is going to be a great step forward, and it's nice to see more water parks planned. I did a video last year about the Therm water park planned for Manchester, right next to the Trafford Centre, that's moving on forward with. That's definitely going to be happening and opening in the next few years. So this is something else very exciting. A full resort, lots of accommodation, the fact they're looking at bowling alleys and restaurants and all that kind of stuff. It will be a short break destination that does look fantastic. And from early concept art from the water park, we could see some brilliant attractions there. Can't see any like really thick tubes for the water slides. They look quite thin, suggesting more, you know, smaller water slides than possibly you know, what you might find at other water parks. However, we don't know. This is just like an early concept render, and it's not the detailed plans for it, and who knows, you know, it's just a quick sort of look at it. So let's see, and I'll be following this development. As always, it might not be directly theme park related, but it all comes under the resorts and leisure and water parks that we do cover here on the channel. So let me know your thoughts. How far away do you live? Maybe you're quite local, even closer than I am to it. Like I say, I'm probably just under 40 minutes really away from there. So and I really feel like it could be beneficial to all the other attractions in the area, and especially businesses in Matlock Bath and Matlock and the area around there. It really could be a fantastic tourism boost, especially for the tramway village as well, especially if they could maybe put a stop in actually down there as part of the complex. Can you imagine that? Like, it could be booming, it could be brilliant. So let me know your thoughts down below in the video comments, and I'll keep you all updated on the Amber Rock Resort as we get more information here on Theme Park Worldwide. Thanks for joining for another news update. Brand new videos every single day here on the channel, and thank you for watching. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in tomorrow's video.